Hello, and welcome to today's gameplay video for the Assassin's Creed marathon leading into Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Today we are actually starting my favorite game in the series, Assassin's Creed 2. I am Mr. Nose, and we're going to start all the way at the beginning. We're going to actually watch this create a new one. It's called Marathon here. And before we get too far in, I would like to, on the top, apologize in case you can hear piano.
My name is Desmond Miles. I'm a prisoner
Daughter's
of war.
playing piano upstairs.
A war I never knew existed.
Is a replay of what
Waged
happened
by two groups I never thought
now.
were real. Templars and Assassins. The Animus showed me the truth. The things I've seen, the things I've been. 1,000 years of history flowing through my veins, brought to life by this machine. They're using me to search for something. Call it the Apple. It's an artifact, one of many so-called pieces of Eden. Templars collect them. It's how they stay in power. And if the Templars get their hands on another one, everything will change. They want to make us all their slaves. When they first brought me here, I was afraid of what would happen if I tried to fight back. Now? Now I'm afraid of what will happen if I don't. But I can't do it alone. And maybe I don't have to. I met someone. Her name is Lucy. I think she's on my side. She's gone now. She's taken away by that bastard Warren Vidic and his Templar masters. I don't know what will happen to her, or what'll happen to me. All I know is I need to get out of here. And I need to do it soon. My name is Desmond Miles, and this is my story.
And for those of you interested, I am playing Assassin's Creed 2 within the Ezio collection on the Xbox One. Alright, let's get out of here. That's why it looks as good as
Lucy,
it can.
where have you been?
Other than,
Why did they...
Desmond's lazy eye. It's much brighter than the first Assassin's Creed.
Get in.
What's with the blood? Are you okay?
Look, we have maybe 10 minutes, maybe, before they figure out what I've done. If we're not out of here and on the road before then...
Wait, we're leaving?
Desmond, I promise I'll answer all of your questions later. But right now, I need you to just shut up and do what I say. So please, get in the Animus.
All right.
So what she's doing is she's sequencing my DNA, Desmond Miles' DNA, to Subject 16 to find a common ancestor, and I don't remember why. I don't remember what the reason was for this.
Spingi! Di nuovo! Sì, brava! It is a boy.
Oh, my love. Mi dispiace. I was at the bank when they told me. Did I miss it? Am I too late? Give him here.
Giovanni.
Shh, my love. It will be all right. Tu sei un uditore. Sei un combattente. Perciò, combatti. Listen to him. A fine set of lungs.
And what shall we call him, my love?
Ezio. Ezio Auditori da Firenze.
Get up. Let's go.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna need a second.
There isn't time, Desmond. We have to leave.
Yeah, at least we can run in here now. And if you take a look at her, she's got...
Really getting out of here,
wearing
huh?
decent boots. But they're like 2-inch heels.
Sturgo's got some fucked up interior decorators.
Stay close.
Modern chic.
Hey, you're not supposed to be up here!
The
Open
architecture,
this door!
I don't know.
I'm
much
calling it
about
in. We
that
have a
kind of
breach in
stuff,
the
but-
research wing. I repeat, there's been a breach in the research wing.
Come on, we need to keep
well.
moving.
Requesting backup from all...
Fancy. Boy, these...
There they are! Don't let them get away! Holy shit!
They definitely earned their M rating here in the first couple minutes. Blood, cursing.
What about the cameras?
I rigged them to loop old footage. How do you think I managed to hide all your nighttime snooping from Abstergo?
You're good.
So I've been told.
So one of the
They're
things
onto
we're going
us
to talk
now.
about today
We
during
need to
this
hurry.
stream is we're going to do a little bit on the time period that we're playing in.
Careful.
We're going to talk about our target, but we're going to talk about the target closer to when we get to assassinate him.
We need to get to
But
that elevator
the
on the other
most
side of the
time,
room.
our conversation
Follow
is
my
going to
lead,
talk about that
but
last
keep an eye
email
out for
that we
security.
found in
I'd rather
Assassin's
avoid a
Creed,
fight.
the first one. How it had, I don't remember if it was 4 or 5 separate email. I wouldn't say emails. It was one email,
Is
4
that
or
an
5
animus?
separate topics.
Stay with me.
And we're gonna discuss what they are historically, what they are within
How many
the
of them
lore,
are there?
and some of
Careful.
them we're gonna hold off the discussion until later because they hold
Is it
bigger
animuses
meaning
or
to future games.
Animi? What do you think, Lucy? Lucy? What do
And
they need
Desmond
with all
is
of them?
animi,
Desmond.
just like octopus is octopi.
Fuck. I thought this card would work. It must be on a separate system, and I don't have the code.
Wait. Shit. Come on.
How did you do that?
I don't know.
Let's go.
Long story short, within his DNA has legal vision
It's always something.
because he's got
What was that
all the
animus?
ancestors
Subject
have the
16?
sight,
Ezio, Audi,
and then
Audi
the
something?
bleeding effect.
I think we've
Altair
been wrong all
awakened
along.
it.
That's why we need to get out of here. Vidic and the Templars, they're only part of the problem.
What do you mean?
I'll explain when we get there.
Get where?
Let's get in a fight that you know you can't handle. See if we can get at least half of them. We got one before Lucy did. 2 before Lucy did. Can't counter though. Lucy's down to 1. Down to 2. So I got 3. I don't know, that guy got up. We're ahead of her. Alright, we might have to do better than she does normally. What? Desmond can't fight. He is not a fighter right now. He's a bartender.
Get in.
You're joking.
It's for your own protection.
Oh, man.
We're almost there.
Thanks for that. It was great. Shoving the trunk, bouncing around. Loved
This
it.
way.
So, Gonna tell me what's going on now?
There was a reason for the escape, Desmond.
Well,
Figures.
We need your help.
For what? Another treasure hunt through time?
Abstergo's gonna replace their Apple of Eden. The map your ancestor found guarantees it. The other assassins, they'll do what they can, where they can, but
What? What is it?
we're losing this war, Desmond. The Templars are too powerful, and every day, more of us die.
I still don't see how I fit into things.
We're going to train you. Turn you into one of us.
What? No. No, you've seen me in action. I'm no good at this, and even if I was, it would take months. Years even.
No, not with the Animus. Not with the bleeding effect.
But I'm just one guy.
Sometimes, that's all you need.
So that's why you found him. My ancestor. What was his name? Ezio?
If you can follow in his footsteps, you'll learn everything he did, just like he did.
But why
Years of training
specifically
absorbed in a
Ezio?
matter of
Why did they
days.
sync with
You broke me out of
something 16?
Abstergo and
That's
brought me
my
here just to make
question.
me an assassin?
Look, there's more to it than that, but it'll have to wait. Trust me, okay?
All right, I'm in. Tell me what you need.
Really? You're sure?
I thought you'd be happy about this.
Sorry, I'm just a little surprised. I spent the whole ride over here figuring out how I was gonna convince you to do this.
Save it. After what those Templar bastards put me through, I'm ready, willing, and able.
That scar looks gross.
Thank you.
Lucy, you made it. God, it's been so long. 7 years, can you believe it?
Indeed. Welcome back. Ah, so this must be the infamous Subject 17. Desmond Miles, was it?
Who are you?
I'm sorry, where are my
Absolute
manners?
favorite
I'm
character.
Sean
She is.
Hastings. This is Rebecca Crane.
Nice to meet you, Desmond.
Right, well, it's been lovely chatting, but if you don't mind, Desmond, it's best we get straight to work. Time is precious. Doubly so these days.
We've got everything set up and ready, Lucy. Just say the word and we'll get going.
Here, I brought you something. A parting gift from Abstergo.
Whoa! The memory core! This is amazing. With their data, things are gonna go a lot faster. I'll get to work on merging the code.
Alright, so let's talk to these cats before we hop in here. Specifically him. I love talking to me some Sean Hastings.
What's all this stuff for?
This stuff, Desmond. Oh, this stuff is nothing special, really, this stuff. It's just the stuff that keeps our entire operation from falling apart, really. It requires a great deal of concentration to keep it all moving, so you'll forgive me if I don't have time to play meet and greet.
Sean's in charge of maintaining our knowledge archives. It's like a digital library. He'll be riding shotgun with me while you're in the Animus. So if you come across anything of note, people, places, events, etc., he'll create database entries you can consult for additional information.
Yeah, it's not just databases, though. I also provide tactical support for the other assassins. You know, Desmond, the ones who are out there, actually doing stuff, risking their lives, little things like that. Hello, Desmond.
Go away. Alright, let's talk to Rebecca.
Hey, Desmond, what's up?
Just wondering what your role is in all this.
I take care of Baby. It's my job to keep her up and running.
Baby? You mean the Animus?
Actually, I prefer Animus 2.0, since Baby's twice as awesome as anything you'll find at Abstergo. The Templars might have deeper pockets than us, but they've got no ambition, no passion, no competitive edge. That's why, even with all their resources, anything they can do, I can do better. Faster, too. Anyway, take a seat when you're ready, and we can get started. I just need to make a few more adjustments. Sorry, can't talk now.
Alright, so let's talk to our buddy
Hey,
Luce.
listen. I just wanted to say thank you. And that I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Her eyes
Yeah,
are
you know,
so much
before.
bluer than they were. in the
Everything at
first game.
Abstergo. It was
You can
just...
see where the technology
I wasn't
has,
ready.
It's okay.
really
No.
evolved.
Going through all that. Knowing that the Templars still exist, what they're planning.
What's done is done, Desmond. You're here now, and that's what matters.
Lucy, I've been seeing things. Symbols in my bedroom. The code on the keypad. Just like Altair.
It's from the bleeding effect. You're taking on more than your ancestors' memories. You're taking on their skills, too. In this case, eagle vision.
Skills?
You're more receptive now. So if all goes well, everything Ezio learns in the Animus, you'll learn too.
You really think this will work? That I'll become an assassin?
You already are an assassin.
You'll just be
You'll
much
just be better at it.
Yeah, hopefully much better at it. I mean, seriously, I saw the tapes from Abstergo. You didn't even try and escape.
What a dick.
Alright, so if you catch me looking at the side, I'm looking at my notes.
Sorry, Desmond. I've got some stuff to
That
take
way I
care
can
of.
keep
We
ahead
can talk
of
more
what
later.
I want to talk about. And especially those emails, I write them all down so I can read them at.
So how does this work?
This is why it's faster,
Of
I think,
course.
because it's
Deep breath.
the whole blood circulation deal.
Oh, what are you,
Well,
a tiny child?
Sean!
What are you, a tiny child? In my head, it's
Here we go.
the constant blood flow through the machine allows it to read the DNA faster than just laying on that special table. At least that's how it's in my head. All right. Let's load it up here. So, let's get a date here. Let's talk about setting then. Republic of Florentina, 1476. That puts us right in the middle of the Italian Renaissance. The Italian Renaissance is the earliest manifestation of the general European Renaissance. So this is Ezio here for a second, then we'll continue.
Insieme per la vittoria! Insieme! Silenzio, my friends! Silenzio! Grazie. Do you know what brings us here tonight?
Looks like daytime, Ezio.
Viere de
Sundown,
Pazzi
yeah.
slanders my family's name and forces his own miseries upon us. If we...
Enough of your nonsense, Grullo!
Do not be
Buonasera, Viera. We were just talking about you. I'm surprised to see you here. I thought the Pazzi hired others to do their dirty work.
It's your family that cries for guards when there's trouble, Gottardo. Afraid to handle things yourself?
Your sister seemed quite satisfied with the handling I gave her earlier.
Uccidetelo!
Let's give Ezio if you've noticed, I leave the captions on. That way I can see what the Italian translation is. I do it with all the games. Alright, so let's get back to talking about the setting. The Italian Renaissance. It is the earliest manifestation of a general European Renaissance. The Italian Renaissance was essentially a great cultural change, this whole period of cultural change that started around the 14th century and would last until the 17th century. Widely considered that period between medieval Europe and modern Europe.
Hey! Behind you! Federico! What are you doing here?
I wanted to see if baby brother had finally learned how to fight.
And?
You have style. But endurance is what counts. Let's see how many of them you can ruin before they get the best of you.
Alright, so with that said, the word Renaissance typically wasn't used until the 19th century to describe this period of time. And Renaissance is a French word that means rebirth. Come at me, yo. And the Renaissance will begin, of course, in the 14th century in the Italian region of Tuscany, centered around this city, Florence. And
Hold on.
What? We've almost won this.
Your lip.
Just a scratch.
Let the doctor decide.
It's not necessary. Besides, I've no money for this doctor of yours.
Wasted it on women and wine, huh?
I'd hardly call it wasted. Lend me some florins then. Or have you done the same?
Search them. There's bound to be something in their pockets.
alright, so let's find our money. So Florence would start to rise to power and start the Renaissance based on the Florentine families rising to economic prowess by providing European monarchs with essentially loans and laying the groundwork for what would become capitalism and modern day banking. Excuse me. The Renaissance is best known for its achievements in painting and architecture, sculpture, literature, music, philosophy, science, and even
That should be
exploration.
enough. Let's get out of here before the guards arrive.
Now, it would peak in the mid-16th century, which is about 100 years after Ezio's time. But you would see people throughout the Italian Renaissance like Christopher Columbus, Amerigo Vespucci, Niccolo Machiavelli, Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, and others rise to prominence, give us
the
these
sooner we're
great
done with
works
the
of
doctor,
art,
the
explore
sooner
the
we can
world.
sleep.
And that's what highlights the Italian Renaissance. But it would eventually come to an end around 1542 at the beginning of the Second Congression of the Inquisition. Alright, let's follow our brother to the doctor. Hopefully he won't fall down, because that can be a pain in the butt to wait for him to get back up. Can't leave him. Yes, I'm funny monkey. Fresh
Ben
sheep, yeah.
trovato, doctor.
Fratelli Auditori, why am I not surprised? You've made quite a mess of yourself, young man.
It's nothing, really.
You must help him. That pretty face is his only asset.
Fottiti.
Go fuck yourself.
There we are. Now get out of here.
Grazie.
This way.
Alright, let's go.
Quite a night.
Indeed. I only wish they were all as much fun.
Now it's nighttime.
Oh, wait. They are.
We should head home, Ezio. Father's sure to be wondering where we've gone.
Yes. But I'd rather avoid a lecture.
Up for a little race, then?
To where?
Roof of that church. On the count of three. Uno, due, tre. Baby brother still has much to learn.
Yeah, but I can outrun you, bud, so take it for what it's worth.
Come on, Tartaruga. Come on, then. This way.
Where are you going?
You'll see.
Alright, we will start talking about I will read the first email on our way to somewhere we really shouldn't be going.
It is a good life we lead, brother.
The best. May it never change.
And may it never change us.
Believe that tower's the tallest in the game. Believe. I won't be climbing. It's a viewpoint, but there's no reason for me to climb it.
All right. Enough of that. We really should head home. Let's go.
Wait.
What? Ezio, Let Christina sleep.
There will be time enough for that. Later.
Ah,
Let's go see Christina Vespucci. Okay, so the first email reads, or the first section of the email reads, Piece of Eden, number 3. We applaud your continued efforts to locate an artifact following the loss of number 2 in the DIA satellite incident. We understand Subject 17 is having trouble interfacing with the Animus leading to delays. As a result, we estimate another 24 hours before your next critical update. In the meantime, we prepare an extraction team and set them to standby. We're relying on you to obtain additional information we require. We know there are other objects. We know where the other objects are, even if he doesn't realize it. You must unlock that final memory, or all of this will have been for nothing. Now let's go and up and over. Oh, not exactly what I wanted to Piece of Eden number 3. We will talk about later. It's important in another. It shows up in another video game in this series.
Christina!
Who's there?
Me!
Oh, it's you. I should have known.
May I come in?
Fine, but only for a minute.
A minute is all I need.
Indeed.
Well, wait. That came out wrong. Come here.
Oh, it's you. Oh, it's you.
Like that back.
Christina! Christina! Svelia, your tutor will be here soon. Come, my daughter. Is it really so terrible that... Figlio d'un cane! What is this?
Perdonate, messere! Chiedo venia!
I'll kill you!
No, that's not necessary.
Guards! Guards! Voglio la sua testa!
There's really no need for violence. You have me confused with someone else. She needed some help with some things. I'm mostly innocent.
So, what they're talking about within that email first is the Denver International Airport incident. Now, that it was often discussed within the last game as things being Denver and
I may be a bit disorganized, but I do know my speed.
I'm sorry. Please don't hurt me. I'll go.
I hope nobody stabs the hay bale. Now, this incident is what caused the destruction of Altair's apple. That apple is Piece of Eden number 2. Abstergo was trying to use that apple in their Eye of Abstergo satellite, which they marketed as a general communications website, a general communication satellite. But in reality, it was meant to ensure their new world order. And I'll discuss how after talking to Giovanni.
Good morning, Father.
Come with me.
Is something wrong?
Do you think me blind and deaf, son? I know all about your fight with Vieri di Pazzi last night, and then this little visit to Christina. Your behavior is unacceptable. It reminds me of myself when I was your age. I assume these misadventures won't interfere with your work today.
No, Padre. Avete la mia parola.
He looks tired, though.
I've prepared some documents here for Lorenzo di Medici to review. I need them delivered to him.
With haste, Father.
Return to me when it's done.
Lorenzo we'll talk about later, as he's fairly prominent within this game later on in the later sequences. So now the plan with Satellite to ensure their New World Order was that they were going to use the satellite to amplify the Apple's power, and the Apple essentially were able, that Apple in particular was able to control the minds of others, as you could see at the end of the last game. And the just pick that up. And the Apple was also going to be used to amplify the satellite, and the satellite was going to be used to monitor people. And combined with the Apple satellite, they were going to use it to isolate people with higher. So what I'm looking for. Concentration. They were going to use it to isolate people with a higher concentration of Isu DNA, and the Isu is basically think Roman gods, Greek gods, Nordic gods, ancient Egyptian gods. They're all based on them, but in reality they were an advanced human species who created the beasts of Eden.
Ah, Ezio, ben trovato. How are you? Come sempre. I have a letter for Messer Lorenzo.
I'll see that he receives it when he returns.
Returns?
They've gone to Villa Careggi, I'm afraid, and not expected back for at least another day.
I'll let my father know.
While we're here, let's hit that high point. We still need to use the high points as they open up what... I wouldn't say it's collectible because you need them to complete the game. They're codex pages. Basically Altair's old journal that somehow managed to get to Italy, which in itself is another thank you Marco Polo and Dante Alighieri. At least I believe it was. But you need those to complete the game. So it's really not a collection. The best way to do it is to pop up the high points. You'll see
Where do you think he's from?
basically pages, what looks like pages on your map. Altair. Ezio climbs so much better than Altair. Oh, there's our home. It's the auditory house banner.
Keep up the good work.
Bischero.
He seriously just calls his brother a penis?
You worry too much,
really?
Giovanni. Francesco Di Pazzi's in prison. The threat is ended.
Hello, son. You remember my friend Ube?
Good morning, Gonfaloniere Alberti.
To you as well, young man.
I trust you delivered the message.
Si, padre. But it seems Lorenzo is out of town.
I did not anticipate this.
What does it matter? So you wait another day or two.
Listen, your mother and sister have been looking for you. I'll need you again in a little while, but for now, see if you can't help them.
Are you sure?
Yes, now if you'll excuse us.
Good to see you, Ezio.
Alright, there's actually 3 people to help, and we will start with the youngest, which is the brother, who is outside of here.
Ezio!
Also,
What are you doing out here, Petruccio?
I'm thinking about
You
it.
should be in bed.
Should inform you
those
that I'm not
feathers.
going to be doing the
What
side
for?
missions, the beat-up
It's a
missions, the
secret.
If I get them
letters,
for you,
the
will
races,
you go back
just the
inside?
main story.
Yes, I promise.
Or the collectibles. I won't be doing that either. But this kid has one creepy face right here. But since we are talking collectibles, this game does have a collectible that opens up 2 things. One when you get half of them, you get a hammer, and then when you collect them all, you get what's called the Auditory Cape, and that if you wear that cape, where do you wear that cape? Every location, including mountains, yes, you will have a mountain area, you'll get another achievement. Besides the achievement for collecting all the feathers, all that fun stuff. But other than that, there's no huge reason to collect the feathers. 100 feathers throughout the game, collection done. Now, if you are interested in finding those feathers and would like me to help you out, leave a comment below, and I will consider look into doing those collectibles when I do the first Assassin's Creed flags, which won't be most likely until after we get through the marathon and play Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Alright, let's go home. And on our way home, I will attempt to read to you the second paragraph within that email. Number 2. Oh, I got something in my eye. Hold on, 1 second. Usually I try to do this during cutscenes so it doesn't extend the life of the recording. But the email, it read, number 2, Philadelphia Project. Data acquired from, data provided from Animus Subject 12 indicates that, of course, this guy's got no light. So I'll get here and then do punchies. Indicates that subject from Animus Subject 12 indicates the ship briefly manifested in a future state for approximately 18 minutes. It is unclear whether the timeline is consistent with or parallel to our own. Although we recovered enough data to construct and repair the original artifact used in the experiments, administration has refused to move forward on the project, citing paradox concerns. Corporate policy remains in place. Any objects found to interfere with or manipulate time must be contained. Artifact will be moved to secure storage.
Here, as promised.
Grazie, brother.
You still haven't told me why you want these.
I will. In time.
Alright, let's talk to our sister. Claudia.
Hey, Claudia. How are you?
Bene.
You shouldn't keep things from me.
It's Duccio.
What of him?
I think he's been unfaithful.
Who told you this?
The other girls. I thought they were my friends.
Harpies. You're better off without them.
I loved him.
No, Claudia. You only thought you did.
He should suffer for what he's done.
She went from
Wait here.
sad to
I'll go have a
super
word with
pissed and
him.
crazy in about 2.5 seconds. What's funny to me about this is that's what Ezio does to Christina. I mean, I guess really the only difference is that Ezio doesn't flaunt it out in public.
Blessed me. I was just leaving. Don't mind me.
I guess that's really the only difference between Duccio and Ezio.
There's something in you, friend.
Okay, so the Philadelphia Project was an experiment that took place on the USS Eldridge on October 28, 1943.
Like the look of that one.
Oh, I really don't want to deal with those guys.
Duccio! It's beautiful.
Nothing but the best for you, amore mio.
But what of Claudia? I thought you'd been promised to her.
My father said I could do much better than an auditore.
Ah! Birbante! Come, let us walk a bit.
What? I had something else in mind.
Oh, Duccio.
Hey, Lurido Porco!
Ezio, my friend.
You insult my sister. parading around with his putana.
What are you talking about?
I saw the gift you gave her. Heard the things you said.
Maybe your sister shouldn't be so stingy with her virtu.
You broke her heart.
Ha! And now I'm going to break your face. You auditore is all to...
You'll regret ever opening your mouth.
I could have taught your sister a great many things.
What was going on
She's
here was
lucky
this
to have
sort
had
of
someone like me.
in
Bastardo!
history where the Assassins and Templars were actually working together. Oops, I didn't mean to throw him that way.
You pieces of shit!
He didn't like that one bit, did he? You pieces of shit. Anyway, what they were trying to do was use an early version of the Animus, which is German, so
Stay away from my sister!
forgive me that I'm going to pronounce this incorrectly. Die Glocke? It's basically die, in English word die, D-I-E, and Glock, G-L-O-C-K-E. So, wouldn't be surprised if I pronounced that wrong. But they were using that, which was an early version of the Animus, in an attempt to change history by going back and stopping Hitler's rise to power. And then what happened was described with an email with the ship floating, and essentially they turned conspiracy theory, which you can read up on the USS Eldridge and what happened, and turned it into a very interesting in-universe segment. So I'm not going to talk during this next segment with Maria, because this is by far one of my absolute favorite sections in all of Assassin's Creed.
Buongiorno, Ezio.
Buongiorno a voi, madre. Come state?
Sto bene. And you? Still recovering from last night?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Of course not. Run. I'd like you to join me.
Con piacere.
Come, it's not far from here. I know about your fight with Vieri.
What fight?
Per piacere. Let's not play this game.
He spoke ill of us. I could not allow him to continue.
I'm sure he's having a hard time dealing with the accusations against his father. Francesco di Pazzi is many things, and none of them good. But even I never suspected he'd be capable of murder.
What will happen to him?
I imagine there will be a trial.
Will father speak at it?
He'll have to. He's the one with the evidence.
Still, I wish there was another way.
You've nothing to fear. Everyone wants justice done. It is an unfortunate state of affairs, but it will pass.
I wish she'd walk faster.
Here we are. Hello, Leonardo.
Madonna Maria.
This is my son, Ezio.
Molto onorato.
L'onore è mio.
Let me go and fetch the paintings. I'll be right back.
He's very talented.
Immagino.
Self-expression is vital to understanding and enjoying life. You should find an outlet.
I have plenty of outlets.
I meant besides vaginas.
Mother.
That
Back
face.
to your house then.
Oh, that face.
Si.
Mother.
Ezio, help Leonardo, will you?
So Ezio, what do you do?
He's been working for his father.
Ah, you're to be a banker.
For now. And you? Art, was it?
Truth be told, it's been difficult for me to settle. Painting is nice, but I often feel like my work lacks, I don't know, a purpose. Does that make sense? I'd rather contribute more practically, more directly. Architecture, perhaps, or anatomy. I'm not content merely to capture the world. I want to change it.
Oh, Leonardo. I have no doubt you'll go on to do great things.
Vi ringrazio, Madonna. That's kind of you.
I haven't decided if we're going to talk about Leonardo here or well, we'll talk about him either in this game or the next. He's prominent throughout Ezio's.
Thank you for your help, son. Don't let me keep you from your other duties.
It was nice to meet you, Ezio. I hope our paths cross again.
Anch'io.
Ezio, come in, sir. I need these packages delivered to associates of mine in the city. I also need you to retrieve a message for me from a pigeon coop not too far from here.
Va bene. I'll get it done.
Come back here when you're finished. There are some things we need to discuss. And please, my son, stay out of trouble. Hmm?
Of course, I will always stay out of trouble, Padre. So we've essentially talked completely about the USS Eldridge and the Philadelphia incident. The big one that is next is the one that is next, I should say, is the biggest one from that email. The one that has been fleshed out the most with ancillary works. No, that's gonna. All right, caught a ladder. Cool.
You Giovanni's kid?
No, idiota. He just happens to look exactly like the man.
Give it here. Don't worry, boy. We're not contagious. At least I'm not.
They've added so much more humor to this game compared to AC1 that it's not even funny. Alright, so number 3, the Tunguska incident. Now, believed to be the direct result of an assault by assassins, research station destroyed was as was artifact. Let's get it. Here we go. There we go. Alternate wave generation devices have been located in storage, but we have insufficient data at the moment to initiate research. The risk of accident too high. Lineage discovery and acquisition should... Hey look, feather. And what's great about these feathers is they stick out like a sore thumb in Eagle Vision. And we can run in Eagle Vision, unlike Altair's. Lineage discovery and acquisition should attempt to locate descendants of any attack survivors, either assassin or brotherhood, in order to continue research. Resurrecting this particular type of technology will aid us greatly with any holdouts following the satellite's activation. We're putting together a team to push research in the area. Is it down? It is down.
I have a delivery from...
Giovanni Auditore?
Yes.
Were you followed?
No. Why would I be followed?
Give me the package. Tell your father that they're moving tonight. He should as well.
Who's moving? What's going on here? Wait! Come back! Explain yourself!
Odd. So, historically, the Tunguska incident was a large explosion near the Stony Tunguska River in Russia on the morning of June 30th, 1908. It would end up flattening 2,000 square kilometers of forest with no known human casualties. Two believed, but none confirmed. Generally attributed to a meteor and is classified as an impact event, even though there was no crater found. Almost over 100 years and they never found a crater. Let's climb that high point right there. Oh, that could have been bad. So, It is thought that the object disintegrated between an altitude of 5 and 10 kilometers. But instead of hitting the Earth, the detonation was caused by an air blast, which was essentially the force of air coming from the meteorite while it was burning up through the atmosphere. This is the largest impact on the Earth in recorded history, and it is estimated to have had an energy blast of about 1,000 times greater than the atomic bomb that detonated at Hiroshima. Is it Hiroshima or Hiroshima? I don't do well with foreign language pronunciations. Sometimes I do poor with English pronunciations. Definitely can't spell to save my life. But that is historically what the Tunguska event was. Within lore, quite different. The event within lore is actually caused by Nikola Tesla. Yes, Tesla. That Nikola Tesla. In collaboration with assassins who were trying to destroy a Templar research facility that was researching wave generation technology, and they were using Tsar Nicholas II's royal scepter. See the page? This is what I'm talking about. Come over here and check it out. They were using the scepter, the Imperial scepter, to research wave generation technology. You'll see, if you read, I don't remember if it's Assassin's Creed The Chain or The Fall, but they are comics that deal with the Russian assassin that led the team against the Tunguska research facility. The goal of the leader, whose name was Nikolai Orlov, who actually has a side game based on it, Assassin's Creed Chronicles Russia. He took a team of 2 assassins, and their goal was to not only retrieve the scepter, but to destroy the research facility. However, they only had a certain amount of time to receive the scepter and get out of the facility. They were unable to remove the scepter within time, and Tesla from the Americas used his knowledge of electricity to broadcast a burst that would create the explosion, destroying not only the facility but the scepter itself. And Nikolai was the only survivor, so that's where you get the 2 believed casualties, while not confirmed, from historical documents, because Templars would try to cover it all up. So that's essentially the in-lore and history of the Tunguska explosion. Get in here and talk to him.
Father? Federico!
Oops. Missed button press.
Sergio! I'm sorry, I'm so sorry!
What happened? Where is everyone?
They took your father and brothers to the Palazzo della Signoria, to prison.
And my mother, my sister.
Ezio.
Claudia. Are you all right?
Yes, but Mother... She's in shock. When she resisted...
It's not safe here. Is there some place you can take them?
Yes, to my sisters.
Good, do that. In the meantime, I'll go see my father.
Be careful, Mr. Ezio. The guards were looking for you as well.
No, the way she spoke there is that they implied that when Maria resisted the guards, that they raped her, and that's why she has this essentially a mental shutdown. She's having a hard time coping with breaking the arrest of her two sons, her husband, and then the physical rape from the guards. I'm not going to even pretend to know what to say about that. I don't. So I'm just gonna go talk to Giovanni, which is up there. Can we see the point from here? No, it must be on the other side. Yeah. Oh, okay, made it. Now you see the little red spot in the map. Oh, speaking of the map, I'm so much happier with this map than the mini map than the one in the first Assassin's Creed, because there's blocks and stuff. Why does Rosie need to stay down here? Okay, so are you staying down here? Then why? Yeah, I'm not gonna hold your dog down here though. She's gonna follow you, you know. Your dog's not gonna fall asleep. Mom, go to bed? And for those of you wondering, off camera, that's the piano player. Come down to get me to watch your dog.
Ezio. Father, what's happened?
Took a bit of a beating, but I'm all right. What of your mother and sister?
Safe now.
Aneta took them.
Yes. Wait. You knew this would happen?
Not the way it did, and not this soon. Doesn't matter now.
What do you mean? Explain.
There's no time. Listen closely. Return to the house. In my office is a hidden door. Use your talent to find it. Beyond lies a chest. Take everything you find inside. Much of it may seem strange to you, but all of it is important. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good. Among the contents is a letter, and with it some documents. I need you to take these documents to Mr. Roberto. He was with me in the office this morning.
The Gonfaloniere, I remember. Now please, tell me what's happening. Are the Pazzi behind this? There was a note for you at the pigeon. It said, "Go, Ezio. Go now."
No, over. What are you doing? There we go. Alright.
A hired company of condottieri will be stationed in the fields northwest of the
following her like I knew.
città within the fortnight.
So we have two more emails to talk about. Number 4 is listed as Grail. We are moving the Grail from our list of objectives. There is insufficient evidence to confirm its existence. Current examination of Subject 17 indicates that aside from the Piece of Eden, all other artifacts related to Christ's figure, I need to go up and over, are literary devices or derived from Piece of Eden, and not actual objects. Even if it is real, its use to us at this stage is negligible. Our resources are better used elsewhere. Now, what they are referring to in universe is Al-Mualim's comment about water to wine, and that Jesus Christ did that by using the apple and making people believe the water was wine, and that everything else that he did, all the other miracles, were either derived from that Piece of Eden or literary devices to inspire people. Let's the only other it is confirmed within Assassin's Creed 2 that he did have one of the two shrouds, and that was what caused his resurrection. also the other, there's a few other within the Old Testament, like Moses and his brother, those staffs being pieces of Eden, or at least Moses' staff being pieces of Eden. But they also state within this game that John the Baptist baptized Jesus. His staff was a piece of Eden. I'm not quite sure where, what the thoughts of with that are and how that correlates. I'd have to do some more looking, but as of right now, that's all I know within the universe.
What's with the swords? Aren't you supposed to arrest me?
No.
No.
What do you want then?
When you
They want
break
to
the
die,
rules,
it's you.
we break you to die.
Well, that's not going to happen.
You'll notice
So
that
why don't we explore other options?
animation
No
is
other options.
reused from Assassin's Creed and Altair, which helped move along the... It allowed them to focus on the maps and the areas that we're in Renaissance, instead of having to rebuild
He must have you Kakasan when
character
moving like that.
movement and fighting.
Whatever's on
They
his
sped it
mind
up.
must be important.
Definitely sped up the fighting.
Come see what pride
Okay,
you and
done
years
with
of
trying that.
experience can do for you.
Come, friends. I've fresh caught leeches today.
Fresh got leeches today. Means tonight.
Next week's public mass with the cardinal will have to be cancelled due to a small outbreak of plague.
That's it!
He's strong.
There he is!
Small outbreak of plague.
Go away, Farabuto. Like some other city for a change. Cazzo, uccideteli!
Ezio Auditore? What are you doing here at this hour?
I don't...
Wait, child. Take a breath. Collect your thoughts.
My father and brothers have been imprisoned. I was told to bring you this.
Ah. I see now. It's a misunderstanding, Ezio. I'll clear everything up.
How?
The documents you've given me contain evidence of a conspiracy against your family and against the city. I'll present these papers at their hearing in the morning, and they'll be released.
Thank you, Signore.
Of course, my child. Do you need a place to stay? You're more than welcome here.
No, grazie. I'll meet you at the piazza.
Don't worry, Ezio. Everything is going to be fine.
So while we're here, we'll climb this high point right there.
What's his problem? Why can't he walk
One
like
more
everyone
email that we're going to read and then discuss. Oh, there's a feather. Didn't even mean to grab it. So that's kind of how quick and easy it is to get a feather. See, 100 of them. So, number 5, the Mitchell-Hedges communicators. Analysis of the objects is complete. The good news is that they work. As a result, we are now have a safe and secure communication channel for us to use after the launch. However, they are severely limited in number, and so we will be providing them to only our most essential facilities. You will obviously retain possession of the one you have. That didn't go well. I didn't think I was going to jump like that. We're going to talk about them more in detail during Assassin's Creed 4, as they're the main... I don't want to say... Yeah, I guess it is best to say they're the main piece of Eden within... Oh, no, that's going to hurt! They're the main piece of Eden within Assassin's Creed 4. you know,
I've distilled an elixir of lead and pomegranate.
I think after 3, maybe even starting with 3, they start moving away from apples being a prominent piece of Eden. They discuss other pieces of Eden within.
Notice from Maestro Corsini il medico. Treatment with the least
I
varieties brought back
hope
from
that
a
doesn't kill him.
marshland.
Cool! That should save my life. Alright. Finger gun that one.
Almost any Eden and leave you feeling refreshed and rejuvenated.
Yeah, so Crystal Skulls basically. And they're saying that, Warren, you can keep that one that you found. And we'll use them as communicators for secure communication
stand accused of the crime of treason. Have you any evidence to counter this charge?
Yes, the documents that were delivered to you last night.
I'm afraid I know nothing of these documents.
He's lying!
Need to get closer.
In the absence of any compelling evidence to the contrary, I am bound to pronounce you guilty. You and your collaborators are hereby sentenced to death.
You are the traitor, Roberto, and one of them. You may take our lives this day, but we will have yours in return, I swear! We will! Father!
There! Grab the boy! He's one of them!
I'll kill you for what you've done!
Guards! Arrest him! Abatetelo.
Better run, boy. And fast.
And yes, that is one of the people we gave letters to. Oh, that's not good. Get up, get up, get up! So yeah, we just saw Ezio's parents die. Not parents, his father and his brothers. It's really what sends him out for his life. Big defining moment. The music, perfect. Alright, sequence 1. Let's do sequence 2.
I've got a little request for you. I've identified several strange markings that I've discovered right across Renaissance Italy. Now, I don't know what they're doing there, but I want you to help me find out. Rebecca has marked their general location in the database with an eye icon, and she's made them glow as well. Keep an eye out.
I will show you one of those, but if you're interested in seeing the other 19,
Sergio, thank
comment
God.
below.
I've been looking everywhere for you.
And
couldn't
I will
stop
add
them,
them
Annetta.
to the
I tried, I
possible
swear.
feather
There were so
collection
many
if
guards.
you are
Please, come
interested
with
as a
me. We
community.
need to get you off the streets.
What of my mother and sister?
They're safe. I'll bring you to them.
No, it's too dangerous for us to travel together. Tell me where to go and I'll meet you there.
My sister's house, just north of the Duomo.
I'm on my way.
Alright. And as you can see, there's archers all over the house. If by chance we're gonna get up on the rooftops here, they're easier to climb. If we find easier to run, you don't have to worry about so many guards. There are some, but not a ton. And if we come across a high point, other than the one that's at the tower of the Duomo, for the life of me, I don't remember the name of that building. That really tall, freaking one right there. We'll climb it.
Next week's public mass with the Cardinal will have to be cancelled.
And as you can see here, the memory wall barrier comes back at us. Another great way of restricting where you can go and where you can't, because according to Ezio's memories, he never went there yet. So you can't go there yet.
You shouldn't be up here, please.
I thought that would... Dude. I thought it was ingenious. And a great, smart way of limiting where you're headed. And we can tell where we're headed by that red building right there. But first, we're going to climb that high point. We'll go up and around. It'll be faster than dropping down and climbing. And then from here, you can see that there's like this little white spot over on the side of where we're headed. And I'll show it to you in Eagle Vision on top of this, so you get a better idea on what you're looking for when you're looking for what's called glyphs. But they stand out like a sore thumb in Eagle Vision. But I will head in here and show you what you can expect on the inside of them.
There's one of the symbols. What does it mean? It must be there for a reason. Can you take a closer look? Hey, try using Eagle Vision. I've got all day.
I've got all day.
Wait, that's not possible. This can't be. Hold on. That's computer code. Let me compile it. Oh, shit, it's an encrypted file.
Upload it to my computer. I'm a master at decryption.
Yeah, I can't. It's only compatible with the Animus itself.
Upload it to Desmond then. I can't believe this.
So let's skip this
Hello,
one.
this is... They call me Subject 16. Listen, I don't have much time. There's something I have to show you. We have been lied to this whole time. Everything we know, everything we've been brought up to believe, it's wrong. Okay, I've uploaded the evidence, the file that proves it all. But I've split it into 20 pieces and locked each with a code. Can't be too careful. Queen Isabella. No, not her. What century is it? Never mind. I've hidden the code to the first file inside this program. Find it. Find them all. And along the way, you'll begin to see the truth.
What the heck? How did this get inside our Animus?
Oh, the memory core. We transferred 16's memory data from Abstergo into the Animus 2.0. He must have hacked the machine when Vidic left him alone between sessions.
Oh, hold on, wait a second. The signs on the walls in Abstergo, the ones written in blood, those were clues. He was telling us to look for them inside the Animus.
Dots. Okay, so the 5 mythic scenes share a core similarity. Pick them out and you'll begin to see. What they're referring to here is apples. So Adam and Eve, Hercules in the Garden of Hephaestus, Alana and the Hippone. No, I can't. I'm not even gonna try to. I don't believe Judgment of Paris is one. It is Idun and the apples. It was the Judgment of Paris. Apple of Eden. Looks exactly like the Altair's apple that we saw, huh? Passcode. What was that? I'll tell you later. Alright, here we go. Now we're down, go down, and... Oh, that worked. And walk in the door.
I think we have the wrong building.
No. No, this is it.
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Messer Ezio. Annetta speaks quite highly of you. I can see why.
I appreciate the kind words, Madonna.
Ti prego, call me Paola.
Thank you for offering your home to my family, Paola.
It was the least I could do. You must be tired. Perhaps you'd...
No, grazie.
I don't know if
Can't
that's
stay.
tricking or
Why?
being mean.
Where are you
Would
going?
you like to sit and be part of the conversation? We're about halfway done.
I understand your desire for vengeance, but the Gonfaloniere is a powerful man. You are not a
Then what
killer,
else?
Ezio.
Spare me the lecture.
But I can make you one.
Why are you going to teach me how to kill?
I'm not. I'm
That
going
thing?
to teach you how to survive. Come.
Oh. Yeah, definitely something I haven't seen then.
Discretion is paramount in my profession. We must walk the streets freely, seen but unseen. You too must learn to blend like us, and become one with the city's crowds. My girls will show you how.
I am blending. Let's go. I think this is actually one of the hardest missions in the game. Only because the way you can't... No, that's not fair. The crowds seem to be random. And when this game was made, it just didn't have enough power to put more people in the crowds. So you have to do it just right, and like there should be people walking by here so you could blend with them. And you have to stay within a certain... Ooh, shoot, that's not good. Oh, you have to stay within a certain distance of her. I'm gonna get caught because of that guy. Well, everybody's running away from me because I pickpocketed that guy. Oh, he's trying to fight me. That's why.
I'm having an odd feeling about that man.
I've got to get out of here!
Good job.
That makes so much sense.
Discretion is paramount in my profession.
Let's try
we
not
must
to
walk the
pickpocket
streets
anybody this
freely,
time.
seen but unseen. You too must learn to blend like us and become one with the city's crowds. My girls will show you how.
I didn't realize that guy was coming after me. Explains why everybody wouldn't let me blend with them.
Anda now, blandish horse.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Mom in bed yet?
Mio Marci, la donna Leonora.
Did coffee get made for the morning? I'm guessing dinner didn't get take care of either. Oh, I wondered if she would do that. Oh! That reminds me, I need to put laundry in the dryer.
Have I seen that man before?
You know you need to get up pretty early, right? Yeah, you're going to meet the vet. We have to be there before, when they open, essentially. Mom said 9.
Salve.
Is that the right turn? Nope.
Bene. Now that you've learned to blend, I'll show you how to use it for more than just moving around. Let's teach you how to steal. Once you've stolen from someone, Ezio, you mustn't linger.
Help! Somebody stop him! No! Someone help! My money pouch is cut! Where are you?
Pay attention.
She's gone. Not a dent, carry borse.
You can go now, girls.
Oh, do we have to?
So innocent.
He's cute.
Now that you have learned how to approach the enemy, we need to find you a suitable weapon.
What would you have me use?
Ah, but you already have the answer.
Hey, my father's blade and bracer. How did you get them?
By using the same skills I've just taught you.
It's not exactly in working condition.
Makes me
I
wonder if he
assume
had it in
you're
his pocket
familiar
around
with
his wrist.
Leonardo da Vinci.
If she took it from his
How does a
wrist,
painter factor into this?
that's some
He's
skill.
far more than that. Bring him the pieces. You'll see.
Before I go, one last question, if I may.
Of course.
Why have you given your aid so readily to me, a stranger?
I too
That looks
know
painful.
betrayal.
All right, let's go talk to our BFF. Why? Okay, that doesn't answer the question why he's yours and not mine.
I cannot do that. Not so well, anyway.
Get down!
No.
No one is allowed up here. Leave!
I would hope no one's allowed up here. Kind of dangerous.
A message from the Arca della Lana.
Why would anyone carry on?
Such your praise, power of great joy and sudden crossing.
Running home to Mama! Master! He's losing us!
Hey, I don't have that high point yet. This would be nice. Nope, wrong side.
We pride ourselves on delivering good quality at fair prices.
Oh,
hot
Ezio
today,
Auditore!
How hot.
I didn't expect to see you again. What with all that's happened.
Okay.
Where are my manners? Welcome back. Now, how can I be of service?
I was hoping you could repair something of mine.
Of course! Come, this way! Che pasticcio. Tutto il santo giorno che cerco. Let me clear a space. All right, let's see it. Fascinating. I don't know, Ezio. Despite its age, the construction is rather advanced. I've never seen anything quite like it. I'm afraid there's not much I can do without the original plans. Mi dispiace. Wait.
What are you doing?
The contents of this page are encrypted, but if my theory is correct, based on these sketches, it may very well...
It may very well what?
Please, sit.
Leonardo, eh?
Shh. Remarkable. If we transpose the letters and then select every third...
Smart man.
There, it's finished.
Huh? What's finished?
The blade. I managed to decode that parchment of yours. It showed me exactly what to do. Now all that's left is to remove your ring finger.
Really?
I'm sorry, but this is how it must be done. The blade is designed to ensure the commitment of whoever wields it.
Bene. Do it quickly.
I was only having fun, Ezio. Though the blade once required a sacrifice, it's been modified. You can keep your finger.
Did he make the I don't think he was the one who made the modification. I believe it was.
Yes, it is.
Done before that.
Tell me, do you have other pages like this?
I'm sorry. Only the one.
Listen, if you ever do happen across another one of these, please, bring it to me.
You have my word. And thank you for fixing this.
By order of the Florentine Guard, open this door!
Just a moment. Wait here.
Are you Leonardo da Vinci?
See, how may I be of service?
I need you to answer some questions.
Certainly.
Don't understand why we're going outside to answer questions. It's kind of weird.
What seems to be the trouble?
A witness claims to have seen you consorting with an enemy of the city.
What? Me? Consorting? Preposterous.
When was the last time you saw or spoke with Ezio Auditore?
Who?
Non
No,
fai
I've been
finto
recording.
tonto. We know you were close with the family. Perhaps this will help to clear your head. Ready to talk?
Monday before Girl Scouts
What
or
about
after?
now?
What? Why is there no Girl Scouts? Okay.
So she's upstairs texting.
I thought you were asleep.
I was trying to be asleep.
Grazie, Ezio.
Sorry about that.
I've grown accustomed to their abuses.
What of
That
the
is
body?
charging that I
Bring
don't
it
have
inside
on.
and put it with the others.
Others?
The city gives them to me for research.
Not wearing it. These girls are fun, aren't they?
Oh, so much fun. Teens are amazing.
So I'll just tell her that you said that.
Is she spending the night or just hanging out? I don't care. I like Rainy. I like Lily. I love you too. But in case you fall asleep before I'm done, have a good
Like
night.
it never happened.
Thank you.
All right, I love you. Please, did you put away dinner?
Anytime. And remember, if you find more of those strange
All right, I'll
pages,
take care of
bring
it.
them to me. Should they contain new designs, I will upgrade your blade as well.
Of course.
Welcome to my life.
Now, I really should be getting back to Paola.
Porgile I miei omaggi.
Alright, let's go back and talk to Paola. Man, that's not right. It's Paula.
Look at him. He'll break
Paula.
his
It's
neck.
not Paula. Is it Piola? I can hear it in my head, but I can never pronounce it. It's like pronouncing the protagonist of Assassin's Creed 3. I always have a hell of a time with that one too. Like in my head I can say it, I can read it, but never out loud.
Down or die!
Alright, we'll get down.
What have I done?
Sorry.
Never seen him before, but I know.
Not you! You won't get away!
That didn't go well. And I'm here too. Looks like I have to murder these people.
I want no part of this! Hey,
You were gone for quite a while.
Leonardo likes to talk.
That he does. But I trust he did more than talk.
Dang it.
I've given you the skills. Leonardo's given you the blade. All that remains is the deed.
Where can I find Uberto?
According to my girls, he'll be attending an unveiling tonight of Verrocchio's latest work. It will be held at the Santa Croce cloister.
Watch over my mother and sister while I'm away.
Of course, Ezio. As if they were my own.
Alright, here we go. Let's watch this video that's gonna pop up, and then I'll tell you about Umberto.
Uberto Alberti, trusted friend of the Auditore family. According to the history books, this guy was a saint. He prosecuted murderers, rapists, the worst criminals. One of the best lawyers in Italy, he won every case, in spite of the fact that he was self-taught. Now, I found a back door into the Templars' database server. I've been combing it for some kind of smoking gun. I found it. Apparently, Uberto's family was evicted by the Medici Bank. Uberto's been aching for revenge ever since. And the Templars promised him support. Ezio's father was standing in the way, and Uberto was jealous of his influence over the Florentine government. Two birds with one stone, isn't it? It looks like Uberto used his election to the Signoria as his opportunity to strike.
You notice that they're in the wrong position. Alright, so Umberto Alberti, as you can see, was born in 1416, and today, the day we're going to go murder him, is December 31st, 1476. I couldn't find anything about him being based upon a real person, but other than the in-universe stuff that Sean just read to you, what I did find was that his position was a absolutely truthful thing. He was the Gonfaloniere of Justice, which was a post within the Signoria, the government of Florence. And this post was responsible for not only the maintenance of public order, but was in charge of internal security. I got myself turned around, didn't I? I guess we'll have that point right here. Santa Croce. So essentially, like he said, he's a lawyer to keep the government running. Let's see if we can see it right here. At least I think it's right here. I don't quite remember where the there's a glyph on there, on that wall. Did I go up too high? I did. go kill Umberto. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but we live next to an airport, and I can hear a helicopter. That's problematic.
What are you doing here? Go! Get down, supposed to be here. Go!
That is rather low. Must be coming in for a landing. It's one thing I really hate about living near an airport.
Another
is
cell, sir.
when someone's coming in for a landing. I think they're flying so freaking low, and I'm like, they're gonna hit my house. Oh no! But it's not like a big one, like Chicago O'Hare. It's just a very
Again with
small
this?
local.
You have overstepped your bounds,
Umberto.
Umberto. Who are you to speak of bounds? You who have crowned yourself Lorenzo di Medici, Principe of Firenze.
I've done no such thing.
Of course not. Ever innocent. How convenient. At least now we see how far your reach extends, which is to say, nowhere at all. It has proved a valuable lesson for me and my allies.
Yes. Your allies, the Pazzi. Is that what this is about?
Be careful with your words, Lorenzo. You might attract the wrong sort of attention.
Alright, the best way to get there is, of course, to blend so you're not being seen. Man, come on, let me in. Sometimes Ezio will get to a point where he's in a crowd and he'll walk with the crowd without being
require a medical assistant?
Without you having to walk him. So we're there. Fire the ladies to distract the gods.
Work your magic.
Doesn't look like one.
Now we walk in here.
Ma guarda che questo.
Find Umberto.
Good evening, Gonfaloniere.
To you as well. I trust
And he doesn't do it stealthily. He just walks up to him and says, "You dead, boy."
You would have done the same. To save the ones you love.
Yes, I would. And I have.
The auditori are not dead! I'm still here! Me! Ezio!
Wonder how many, how badly he has to maybe once they hit that big axe, change his clothing because of blood. Way to mess that up, man. Run, just run.
Get him!
At least there's no crazy bells that we have to listen to like we did with the first Assassin's Creed. Ooh, that was close. Oh, there's a high point here. We'll hop on up on that one. If I remember right, that letter from Umberto is a letter to his family about getting evicted, that whole eviction thing that Sean talked about. Hear that little sparkle? Sounded like a feather.
The cardinal will have to be cancelled due to a small outbreak of plague. Pray for his recovery
Without
and the confinement
actually
of the
knowing where it
dead.
is, I couldn't tell you where it is.
Unimportant village you are in.
That's a fun.
Notice from Maestro.
We're right at the jail, aren't we? The Palazzo della Signoria.
Perdonate.
Signoria. Basically House of Government.
Hey! You think you can escape?
I can and I will.
Don't lose him again!
I see him! There!
Think I can get this chest before they come after me?
Don't you! He's there, on him!
What? Spread out! He's not here.
Oh, they're done? Can I run now? Yep. You can see by the color around the mini-map. And with all the changes that they made, I know you can't see my money or how much, what weapon I have out, because my ugly mug is on top of it. But they changed so many things. They give you armor level instead of, and health instead of a synchronization bar. They give you items on your, not items, but things on your memory map, on your mini map, instead of just direction. So it's very expanded. The jump from AC1 to AC2 is immense.
I think it's best I leave Firenze.
Where will you go?
My uncle Mario owns a villa near Monteregioni.
You're still a wanted man, Ezio.
What would you have me do then?
I've seen posters all across the district. Tearing them down will help the city forget your face. No doubt the heralds also incite the public. Bribe them, and they'll speak of other things. Or you could hunt those who bear false witness against you. They traded dignity for coin. Their loss would not be mourned. Do any of these things, and you should be free to leave.
Oh, cool. That guy is actually right here, right now.
I've added a program for tracking notoriety.
Get up.
This little meter will help you know how far you are between notorious and incognito. This will help you know if you should watch your actions. It'll also tell you if the notoriety level is part of Ezio's memory or not.
Most of the posters are not at ground level. You will see every now and then one or two will be at ground level. Alright, back to... I forgot the name of the place. Like, I remember the one in the name
Did you see what happened?
Go
The
away.
last man I put in the hole was eaten by rats. One we found the week after was a...
Was he dead when you put him in the hole?
Bentornato, Ezio. Were you successful?
Yes. Madre?
Ezio! Where have you been? They wouldn't let us leave. And Mother, oh, she hasn't spoken a single word since we left the house. Father will need to sort things out. Where is Father? And Federico? And Petruccio? Hmm?
Now where she tells us,
Something's happened.
What do you mean?
Oh,
no,
shot.
it's impossible.
Like, Mom knew.
Claudia.
No, no,
I think
no,
Mom
no.
knew
I did everything I could,
on,
Piccina.
almost. But you'll catch that if it's not Embers. What is the...
Listen,
There's a live
right now
action
what
video
matters
that
is getting
takes
us all
place
someplace
before this.
safe.
And it's
But
on
to
the
do
Ezio
that, I
collection.
need you to stay focused.
Lineage?
Do you understand?
I think it's called Lineage.
Good. Will you watch over Mother for me?
Then we are ready. Thank you again for everything.
Stay safe, Ezio. Stay vigilant. I suspect the road ahead is yet long.
Alright, here we go. Next mission.
Let's go.
Alright, let's try to stay away from the guards. And try not to...
You have no business here, dog.
Nice guy, huh?
Que diablo, they will say, when the dogs
How did I
have
get
met
money?
their day, to their shame and great dismay, he'll come the ops. Sunday will have his way.
Get people to leave me alone. Definitely helps get the minstrels off my back. They're even worse than the beggars, except the only reason I wouldn't call them worse than the beggars is because this one's got a monetary system and we can throw coin at them to get them to shut up. But that does get annoying after a while.
All right, this way. All right, go. Qui, let's do it.
Take a right turn.
Segui me.
How could this have happened to us?
I don't know.
Will we ever be back?
I don't know.
Ezio doesn't know anything. He's still so confused right now.
Fall in.
What will happen to our house?
I don't know.
Were they given a proper burial?
Yes, they were.
Arrivederci. Know that one. And there we have the end of sequence 2 and the end of today's video. I've been Mr. Nose, and that was Assassin's Creed 2 Memory Blocks 1 and 2 with random special guests from both my wife and our lovely daughter. So, thank you. I hope to see you later. Have a great night.